My Black Library Celebration order has finally arrived and I couldn't be more excited. But that's not the only thing. I have a slight criticism, a slight disappointment. So let's chat about it. First up, let me be completely honest with you. I love the Black Library books. I have plenty of them. I've owned plenty of them over the years and I have got rid of a load of them, but I still have a lot. And every year I buy from the Black Library celebration event that happens. It's usually around February. I think it was February this year as well. And this year was no different. I picked up 2 books and the exclusive Orc model. I'm kind of getting out of purchasing the special edition books. I've had loads of them. I don't tend to read them because they're special and limited edition. So for me, I thought it's time to stop buying them. So I just bought 2 ordinary books. One of which is a reprint from many years ago. That book being The Lord of Night. I read this when it was very first published. I had the original version when it first came out, and I'm really pleased to have a copy again because when I moved house many years ago I got rid of a lot of my books, including Black Library ones, and this was one of them. Same as last year's reprint of Dead Men Walking. I had the original of that, loved it, got rid of it though when I moved once. Don't make that mistake. That's a big tip from me. Don't get rid of your books just because you're moving and you want to downsize your collection. Really think about if you're ever going to want to read them again. So I'm really pleased about my purchases. There's nothing wrong with the actual purchases that I got. So I got Lord of Night, the Orc War Boss from the new Orc book, and the new Orc book itself. But here's where things fall down for me. One was the amount of time that I had to wait to get these. Now, Games Workshop kept saying it was because I was on the made to order list for the model. Unfortunately for me, that didn't really make sense because I completed my order at 10 o'clock on the dot UK time. So I would have been one of the first people to purchase. There was no made to order option when I placed my order, so I don't really understand why I went on the list. I guess they must have assigned people randomly rather than based on when they placed their order, so that was really frustrating to have to wait so long for my models. Now here is my main criticism though, is along with the amount of time that you have to wait, you used to get these really cool collections of short stories. They weren't lavishly printed and bound, they were just the most basic version of a paperback that they could put out, and every year you had one, and I've always picked these up, and this year they did the same. However, they did it as an online download only for things like Kindle and however people read their books online. There was no physical copy, and for me that is one of the beauties of the Black Library Celebration, is that you've got this little collector thing. I could have waited for the Orc book, I could have waited for the Orc War Boss, I could have waited for Lord of Night, but I rushed to purchase them because I felt that I wanted to get this special Black Library Celebration book. But they'd even advertised, they'd put pictures up of it, and it looked fantastic. The artwork they'd done for the cover was fantastic. I just wasn't aware that this year they weren't doing a physical version. And I don't know how you lot feel about that, but I like physical books. The Black Library Celebration is supposed to be a celebration. It used to be done live. It's not done live anymore. It used to be an event that you went to, the authors would all be there, there'd be talks about the lore and the story, and the authors would give out a little talk about what they were thinking when they made the book and the ideas that went behind it, and they'd give slight hints as to what they would like to do next, if there was going to be another book coming out. And you could ask questions as well. It used to be Q&A sessions, and it was really good. And they used to do reveals like they do online now. They used to do reveals for some stuff that was coming out later in the year, but since it's gone online only, I like the fact that they still give a little bit of a preview of books. I like that anyone can see this event now rather than having to go see it in person, but I miss the author interaction with people. And more importantly, I don't see a reason, apart from when they used to give you that little special collection of short stories that you only got if you purchased within the week that was the Black Library celebration. There's no reason to, it's not really a celebration anymore, there's no reason to purchase right there and then. They're just creating an event for the sake of it. And that is my real disappointment, is that it's lost some of the magic. I would like to see, this is my kind of solution, I would like to see them bring back the physical event. So you go, the authors are there, you can ask them questions, you can get them to sign your books, they do Q&A sessions, and they may tell you some stuff that doesn't appear anywhere else. And then also have it, you can purchase the books online. The difference being that if you're at the event, you can ask the author to sign them. But it makes the event special. Both online, you just get the usual sales pitch, and offline, you get the actual event. At the moment, it's just sitting as a nothing. It's just we're going to release on this weekend all of these books, and you can pick them up if you want to, or you can wait for another version to come out, or just wait to pick them up. I usually like to do positive videos on this channel, and I don't think this is too negative. It's a little bit of a criticism, but I want to hear your thoughts on Black Library and the Black Library events, because I'm a big fan of Black Library. I'm a big fan of the lore. So drop your comments down below, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you picked anything up from Black Library Celebration as well, and if you got it, or if you've ever been to one of the face-to-face events that they used to do. Until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.